Can you love me, baby? Can you love?
Hey, you guys, what's good? It's your main man Mel here. So good to be with you. I wanted to talk to you today about clothing and dressing and looking good in your clothing. Me personally, I don't do the skinny jeans thing. It's not my style, but I get pants that are just reasonably, kind of not too baggy. Don't want to go back to the 90s and the 2000s, the early 2000s. Conservatively new school. You know what I mean? Why is it important to know how to dress? The reason why it's important to know how to dress is because sometimes you have no ability the way that you are to talk to a woman from afar. Like, let's say you're at the bus stop, okay? And being chosen doesn't just stop at the woman that you want and putting yourself right there to be chosen. To be chosen also means to, at any direction that you turn, you know what I mean? You look good. You know what I'm saying? So, what is your style? What kind of person are you? Hmm? This is where the media comes in. And thank God for media because you can actually turn the TV on or go to YouTube and find a guy talking about dressing and clothing. Reason why dressing isn't also important is so it can position you in the mind of a woman that this guy is like this. He just always smells good. He looks good. Hmm. 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 Those things matter. You know what I mean? And also those things help you not have to holler at all. So now let's take a look at the woman. The woman actually puts a man on a pedestal before anything is said. You have to be always vigilant with these two things, your ears. Vigilant with your ears. Always have this ear listening around for what might be useful as far as what a woman's talking to you about. Just really be intuitive that way. Let me tell you something also I wanted to mention before. I was at a gas station and I was at the ATM getting some money out. All right. Here's this woman standing next to me and she's actually at a Bitcoin dispensary machine thing. I don't know. I guess you just put your money in and your credit card and then I don't know. It's a Bitcoin machine, and I was impressed because I mean I want to know about cryptocurrency, and so I was just like wow. And I told her something that somebody told me, thinking that it will will be nice for her to hear or inspire her in some kind of way. This actually was my mistake. You know what I mean? You can't just talk to any woman, especially when you look good. You know what I mean? When you're fly, bruh, and you just talk to a woman that's kind of like, you know,
not.
And who is,
you know what I mean? And it may come across like you're trying to holler. Well, this woman, I came across like I was trying to holler because I said,
if you continue to buy Bitcoin, after a certain amount of time and not too long, you'll be able to have $1 million.
and I thought this information would prove as valuable to this woman. But the woman says, oh, yeah, I'm married. In my mind, I'm like, is she surprised that she's married? Because I'm not trying to get at this woman, bruh. I'm not trying to holler at all. You know what I'm saying? So you see, that woman had already positioned me very highly. It's so high that she went off the subject of what we're talking about, right? And told me that she's married. Like, I don't care. I just said hello. And so, but I said, that's nice, but I was talking about Bitcoin. And then she started going off she started talking about, Bitcoin. But I immediately extricated myself from that situation because you also got to remember these women are also delusional. You know what I mean? If you're seen talking to a woman that you have no interest in, and somebody walks in and hears you sees this woman seeming to reject you, right? You want to get away from that individual because they are cramping your style. You feel what I'm saying? I talk to everybody. I'm not stuck up. I will talk to the richest person on earth, or I'll talk to the most lowly, broke homeless, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't put labels on people like that, even if I just finished labeling them. But I don't. If you have something to say, I'm gonna talk back. I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's something that I do have to learn, that you can't just talk to everybody. And I love people. You know what I mean? But women really put it in their heads in a very funny way that that they really are something, like they think of men in a certain way. You know what I mean? Just today, I want you guys to really focus on your manhood. Just, you are a man. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? If you identify as a man, really focus and take it all in. You know what I mean? I'm taking this from a standpoint that you already smell good, you look good. Allow people to worship your look today. Not saying that, you know, you gotta, people need to give you praise. No, 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 no. I'm saying just let people look at you. Let women see you. Smell good too. Not too much. Right here, behind the ear. You know what I'm saying? On the wrist, and even right there in the middle, in where your hand bends. So that means when you're talking and you're expressing what you want to say to a woman, she's taking all this nice smell. But if you put it on your clothes, and don't put cologne on your clothes, people, not the clothes. Put it on the skin, because you want it to mesh well with your your oils on your skin, so that when the woman smells you, she's smelling you at your best.